Hello, I'm Helena, curator at Beverley Art Gallery, and today I have ventured into nature because I want to talk to you about the hidden nature from our collections in Beverley. So in the gallery we have one painting that I would like to introduce you to today, and it is very much a hidden gem from our collections. Nobody's seen the painting for quite a while because it's been sitting in our store, and I want you to see the painting today before you will have the chance to hopefully see the painting in the flesh next year in 2021 in the autumn, when it will form part of a great exhibition that I'm really looking forward to, which is going to be called Reflections of Japan in East Riding. So this is one of the star items from the collections of the gallery that will form part of the exhibition, and if you are into Japan, make sure you keep an eye on the gallery and you come to visit us in the autumn of 2021 for Reflections of East Riding, of Japan in East Riding, that is. So the painting I want to talk to you about today is by Alfred East, and it's called A Street in Japan, but it doesn't really show just an ordinary street, and I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. Alfred East is a really very well-known painter, especially celebrated for his beautiful landscapes. He was born in 1844 and studied in Glasgow, and then also in Paris in Académie Julian, and also at the Académie des Beaux-Arts, the Fine Art Academy in Paris, which is accidentally incidentally rather, this is also the place where Fred Elwell studied, and Fred Elwell, you might have come across him. He's one of the kind of greatest stars among the artists that our collection in Beverley Art Gallery holds. So I'm quite intrigued with the idea that these painters might have come across each other in Paris and then moved back to London and Beverley. So Alfred East has been commissioned in the 1880s by the Fine Art Society in London to travel to Japan and to create a series of paintings that will be brought back to Britain and exhibited at various places. Now, how did a painting from that collection end up in Beverley, you may ask? And the answer is that the very founder of Beverley Art Gallery, John Champney, was very much involved with the Fine Art Society in London, and his connection to the Fine Art Society was really his wife's brother, so his brother-in-law, Marcus Hewish, who is one of the most important promoters of Japanese culture in Britain at that time. So it was probably due to Hewish that Alfred East was commissioned to go to Japan, and Champney was so fascinated with East's art and with the art of Japan that he decided to buy one of these paintings. And then after his death in 1929, this painting was one of a collection of paintings that was bequeathed to the gallery. So we are very lucky to have it today. Now, I want to tell you a bit more about the painting, and I said that it is called The Street in Japan, but it's actually not showing just an ordinary street. It's showing an entrance into a shrine, and shrines in Japan there's quite a lot of shrines, and they are very much linked to the Shinto religion. You might, if you go to Japan, you might come across quite a number of temples and shrines. So temples would be associated with Buddhism, while shrines would be associated with Shinto religion. And this is where the nature and the hidden nature of things comes in, because Shinto is a religion that is very much based around nature surrounding me today. So a Shinto shrine would traditionally be built in a place where the beauty of nature is so outstanding that it is believed that gods and spirits live in that place. So Shinto shrines are very often found near beautiful mountains or springs or lakes or any kind of natural phenomenon that is really beautiful to look at. And I'm personally really charmed by the idea that if a scenery looks really beautiful, it is so lovely that people believe that there might be good spirits or gods inhabiting that natural scenery. And both Shintoism and Buddhism is still very much alive today. So a shrine, like you can see on East's painting, would be a place that you could very easily visit yourself if you ventured to Japan. And visiting shrines and temples is something that has become part of everyday life of people. So what is really beautiful beautiful about the Japanese approach to religion is that people are very happy to mix different religious approaches. So it very often happens that people go to shrines, to certain ceremonies which are meant to bring good luck or blessings for certain events in life, and then they would go for other ceremonies into Buddhist temples because they are believed to be really good for other events in life. So a scene like the one that you see on the painting by Alfred East is very much a scene that you could still see today. It is very probable that the concrete scene on the painting is actually from Kyoto, which is a beautiful place to visit in Japan, a very traditional town which is filled with the kind of ancient beauty of Japan and traditional architecture and traditional arts and crafts. And East indeed did travel to Kyoto and spent quite a lot of time painting some of the most beautiful monuments. And when you do look at the painting, please notice the beautiful trees that East has painted next to the shrines, because obviously when you come to a location of a shrine, there would be a lot of nature around, and nature would be looked at not as some kind of aesthetic add-on, but it would really be the very core of the beauty of the shrine, and it would be one of the reasons why people travel to see places like the shrine that's captured on Alfred East's painting. So I hope you have enjoyed this little dive into the hidden treasures and hidden nature of our collections, and I would once again very much like to invite you to keep an eye on what's happening in the Beverley Treasure House and Beverley Art Gallery. And if you are interested in Japan and if you would like to see this painting in the flesh, make sure you come and join us in the autumn of 2021 for our Reflections of Japan in East Riding exhibition. It will be my pleasure to welcome you and wishing you all the best. Bye!